Is there anything you guys want to say before we destroy an admin abuse solver?
Hold up, move. What's this? What is it? Where is it? The button's gonna be like here.
Hey everyone, Ash here. Different video than I normally do. Mainly because this is a exposing video, I guess. On the lifesteal SMP that I recently joined. So this solve I found on YouTube as like one of those promotion things where you join and then, you know, that's that. But this solver, it was heavily admin abused. The first set of, I guess, 10-ish clips I believe you'll see is what I like to call as season one, which only lasted about 1 day because the server got shut down, and then a week later it came back, completely brand new, and this time me and my friends were all admins. We got kicked there because, you know, the owner was still doing whatever, he wasn't ready with everything. Um, but yeah, it was like it looked great when you were watching the YouTube video, but as things went on, it wasn't really all of that, if that makes sense. Like I said, it was heavily admin abused, and the owner was quite a control freak. So anytime anyone did anything, like you'll see here in like the next clip or so, the owner is threatening to ban people for uh, not making a circle or something that I have no clue. See, he starts teleporting us all, and then he starts complaining that we're not standing in a circle, which he kept threatening to ban us, and that goes on several times, and even into the second season, which would be like the second launch, and me and my group at this point we weren't really established. Like it was just me and one of my friends that were playing, and we just didn't really have an idea of what we were going to do until we really found out what the server was doing. I know I keep saying that he was admin abusing and not giving much more detail, and that's really because he was doing various things. Like the list goes on. He would kill people, he would teleport to people, he would teleport to them in spectator mode, find out where the base was, and then raid it when they were offline. Um, he just did a lot of bad things that we didn't really enjoy, and it kind of led to the beginning of his downfall, I guess you would say. And uh, looking at my notes, the solver doesn't even have a name, so I can't even say it. But uh, some of the admins in season one, they were really aggressive. They weren't nice at all. Like it was just a terrible show. As well as the solver dropped like I think 8 hours late. Uh, Nothing was planned. It was just overall terrible launch day, and I don't really blame him, but yeah. So right here, me and my teammate, we go and get some stuff to go build up, and yeah, he kept clearing our inventories, and then he would be giving us like steak and stuff just to clear it. So, that one didn't make too much sense on why he would constantly be doing that, but again, I don't really know. This was a whole fiasco of just everything. But yeah, like I said earlier, we really hated how he was running the solver. It was just overall bad with the delays, the admin abuse. Uh, People were asking for various things like and tweaks, like allowing us to withdraw our hearts so we can give them to our friends or to use them as payment for stuff, but he was not having any of that, so we never really got any of that. Uh, and then me and my teammate, we started cooking up on how we're going to take over the server, and you'll see in season 2 on what we did and how we ended up destroying the whole server and wiping it. During the heavy amounts of admin abuse on season 1, one thing that I actually really hated them for doing, and it's actually was one of the big things that really like kickstarted the whole we're going to bring down the whole server, was that we had about I think an hour or so of grace period, and once that grace period was done, uh, the second it was done actually, my teammate there, he was out and about and someone teleported behind him and killed him. And the admins were denying it, they wouldn't show logs, but I don't have footage of it because I wasn't with him. And then I don't think he was recording, but he said that someone teleported right behind him and just straight killed him. And I believe that quite well because we were in the middle of nowhere. I have my mini map as you can see, and there was no one around us, and we were inside the caves. So it's not like they were both above ground. No, they were both inside the caves, and he killed them, and then he was gone. Because shortly after that, I ran to where my friend was, and no one was there. And then the admins go and deny that my friend was killed by an admin abuser, which obviously makes sense. They're going to obviously deny it, but it's really messed up, and I felt bad for my friend because we're just out here trying to play, trying to gather some content on this SMP, and already like probably about an hour and a half in, and we've dealt with threats of being banned, we've been teleported and killed. It's just been a whole fiasco of things, and what they do in the future was not even better. It just made things a bit worse. I ended up taking some things into my own hands by holding one of the admins hostage so I could see console logs, or blackmailing him more or less, about something about the N word or something, and I still didn't get any console logs, which sucks. They ended up starting the new SMP to prevent that. Uh, at this point, I'm messaging people seeing if they would want to play a new SMP. Some were saying yes, some were saying no. And then, I forget what happens here really. Oh, this is when the server shuts down and he kind of just remakes everything. Uh, and it's mainly because people just wouldn't listen and people weren't listening and the whole Discord just got purged. Um, Most of the rest of the footage is through uh, what's it called? Replay mod, as I wasn't accurately or always recording like I should have been. Uh, next video I make by some or the next video I make about a solver, which probably would be my own or one of my friends' lifesteal solvers. It's going to be way better. I just really didn't have the time to render all of the clips because it's like over 20 hours or something to render uh several clips. Or it's like 20 hours of footage, but the rendering takes absolute ages. But as you can see, I even used a hack client because I was really just fed up with how things were. If they weren't going to be playing fair, why should we? And that's kind of the mentality that we stuck with for the rest of the seasons. Well, well, I guess it's really more or less just one big season. Just one season with multiple different sections of it, but yeah, my whole team ended up actually cheating and doing stuff like X-raying and hacking and stuff, because we really were not wanting to deal with any admin abusers. So yeah, in this clip, it's just, past few clips, it's just me and my friend kind of just grinding up, getting our bases started and set up. But yeah. With that last clip, season 2 comes to an end. Oh, season 1. uh, so this is season 2. Kind of the same situation. Ono is threatening to ban people if we don't stand in the middle of places. I offer to sacrifice someone to have a good season in here. At this point, me and my whole team are already mods. So we pretty much own the whole solve in that respect. So we do various things. I try and me and one of my other teammates. Well, I guess one of my other teammates, he was trying to seem like a good mod, in the beginning half, and then as time slowly began, instead of being only in spectator like he said, he started going and actually joining and playing with me and the rest of my team. Uh, and then I obviously just tried to do various good things because I just didn't want people to become suspicious or anything. So I did various things, mainly just keeping to myself and having the other mods go check people if they got uh, pings from Vulcan. There was one time that I went to go check on someone and I started getting called an admin abuser for being a spectator and seeing why someone is failing or going into Jesus mode. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. The one time I actually try and really help the solver, I get called an abuser, which kind of made me mad, cause yeah. But as you can see here, people are saying to get in the middle of the circle or they're going to get banned. Pretty much all the mods got removed from last season or from the last clip to this one. So pretty much all of us are mods. We're all on the same team. We all have the same game plan of destroying the solver due to season 1 stuff. For some reason, he put everyone in in adventure mode. So we really couldn't do anything, and the solver was supposed to be like fully released, like probably an hour before we actually made the circle, but they wanted to play hide and seek for some reason, which was interesting. So yeah, we just kind of do various things. Again, we go to build up and kind of just make it seem like we're normal players without exposing too much of what we're really going to be doing. And you'll kind of see us building up in the next few clips. you guys are enjoying the video so far. But yeah, so we kind of just saw building up. I did have an original base, I believe. Uh, yeah, I did have an original base. I don't think I have an eclipse of that right now. You'll probably see it later on. But, we just kind of keep things minimal, making ourselves not really too suspicious because we didn't want to be called admin abusers constantly. Because in the future, I don't think I have any footage of that either. I know I'm amazing at making content, but a lot of times I just wasn't recording or it's within the replay footage, but I'm not sure exactly where it is, and it's like small segments within hours and hours of long footage. So it's not really that interesting as well. So you just kind of see, continuation of small things. We just kind of keep building up. We end up making our team name or team more official because last season we just were a small group of people, no name or anything, but we ended up coming up with the name Axles, and our mascot is the Axolotls, which is interesting. Anyways, getting off topic. Uh, yeah, so we just continue doing build-ups. I'll probably throw another speed up thingy time loop of us of us just building up and stuff, and then we'll come back to kind of near the end of the Solva's life, 'cause you know we destroyed it, and you guys would see how in a moment, or I guess in a little bit, with the power of magic and editing. Let's go. So we ended up finding out where the owner and his whole team's base was. So we go through the nether to try and find it. Uh, speed up. Because it took actually like about an hour or so before we actually got there because the person navigating us just didn't know how to navigate well. Not saying names, but when he watches this video and when my team does too, they they would know who. Um, yeah, so we just went through the nether. We found the pathway and then it led to their portal, which kinda was on them. And the worst mistake you could do in lifesteal is make it inside your base. So we killed the one dude. The owner was nowhere to be found. Sadly, he was already outside. Before coming back to base, we killed his teammate, and he knew to just get out. And so we ended up having to track him, and one of our other friends was being a double agent, and he ended up giving us everything that we needed to track down the owner. We set his whole village on fire. We destroyed everything, despawned all of his loot, like really toxic stuff. Uh, but I mean, this is what happens when he was admin abusing and he was treating us horrible. When we actually became admins, he was just treating us horrible. He was expecting us to do all this different types of stuff while he did nothing. And, we couldn't let that fly. We just were already fed up from how he was doing stuff in season one, the uh, unfairity. I don't know. Uh, I of course was late to the fight on tracking him down because they were giving coordinates and it was like a whole jumble of just people talking. So I didn't find out where they were all at until uh, a little too late. As you can see, I have my traceless on to just kind of, help find my team and the enemies. But yeah, so after all the cheating, all the abuse that the owner was giving all of the admins and to all the players, we went to go solve him justice, and uh, yeah, it was quite annoying to try and locate him and to kill him, but we're not done yet. Once we're done killing him, things just only get more crazy from there. And you'll see that in about a clip or two. Uh, but yeah, of course I was late. Um, yeah, there was nothing I could have done. I just didn't hear the coordinates well because, like I said, everyone in Discord was being quite loud and talking over each other and yelling, and no one wanted to post the coordinates in the Discord chat, which, yeah. But yeah, you'll see in the next clip, the whole fight, or kind of how double agent led the owner to his death. 'Cause it was quite interesting and quite funny. Uh, so yeah, all double agent did a pretty good job of leading him to his death. As I don't know how he didn't notice, but he was in he was constantly like teleporting away and teleporting back to the owner. He would teleport to us to make sure we were going on the right path, and then back to the owner, and then back to us, entering spectator, leaving spectator, joining spectator, leaving spectator, just the whole thing. But yeah, they were just, he's continuing to make the owner believe that he's safe and that there's nothing really going on. So they're just, doing various things to get ready for a fight in case one does happen, which it inevitably does happen. But at this point, we're still trying to figure out the coordinates of where everything is, and we're struggling so hard. Again, we're never having that one teammate, lead us. He just has no sense of direction. I'm sad to say it. Well, not really sad, but more or less sorry to say it. Uh, but yeah, so they start building the portal. We start asking our double agent to prolong it, and that's kind of what he does here. Instead of letting the portal light, he just keeps placing water on the portal. He keeps at one point he asked for a trap door and he just kept spamming that. That was real funny. Uh we asked him to make a lot of noise, and getting a trap door was what happened. So we see the constant opening. Uh he makes a trap door, and then this was so funny when we were reviewing it. Um Then he lights the portal, and then they're not able to go through at all because of the combat log mod. Um, it for some reason doesn't allow them to go through the portal, so it kind of bugs them out. And even after the combat log is done, they're still not able to go through. and he was my team. I'm nowhere to be found, obviously, but he was my team. They're coming down, all sneaky like, and because they can't go through the portal, the Ono steps out for a moment, and he just the second he does that, he gets obliterated. Our double agent just runs free, which was quite funny. Um, and even after this, the owner still thought that the double agent was on his side and not on being a double agent. Uh, so the owner blocks himself up. He tries to mine the obsidian instead of way out, using netherrack to defend himself, which was quite silly. Uh, we kind of just were laughing at him right there for like quite a minute because we found it so funny that he would try and mine the obsidian before anything else. But yeah, so even after this whole scenario happened, what happened was the owner was asking why our double agent did what he did, and just said that he didn't know that we were enemies, and that was that. They were fine, which was quite weird. So just kind of viewing everything. This was way before because I accidentally leaked the base code, so I panicked and collected everything and ran into our new spot, uh, which you'll probably see here in a second. Oh no, this was when I died from my teammate who kept combat logging me. No reason why other than he didn't want me to leave. I ended up dying twice to him because he punched me down that giant hole into the cave, killing me, and then right there. But it's fine either way. Because in the next clip he made up with it with gearing me up, which was quite nice of him. After I threatened him. Well, not really a threat, more or less I was just yelling at him to get me my stuff back. And some of the other stuff. So yeah, this is a little clip of my old base that I built after or before that one, and then I got teleported to like about 300 blocks away to this base, which the admins were walking on. And then I just kind of sat here. It was early morning. I just woke up that day, which all of this was actually yesterday. From like these clips on are all yesterday. Uh, so yeah. Um, I just was chilling here playing the game, another game, Cookie Clicker, along with Summoner's War on the side, doing all my daily stuff on Summoner's War before I actually started playing, like I normally do. This is kind of what happened after we wiped the Discord for the first time. We just deleted or one of our friends, the double agent, deleted everything or deleted a ton of stuff before getting kicked, and we kept bringing them back to have stuff being deleted. And this is when we finally chose the moment to strike. So this is the end. This is the ending section. Uh, we didn't know if command blocks were enabled or not, so just in case, I went to another creative world, saved it to a hotbar, brought them in, and then we just made sure we could play some, but we didn't know that we can't activate them until a little bit later, because we didn't want anything to like happen and then it just goes all down the drain. We wanted to be nice and careful about everything. Uh, so we were looking at some of the various commands we could do. So we could do slash kill everyone, and that would kill the whole server until everyone is banned. But we thought that that wouldn't be enough, because you could probably figure out a way around it. During this whole moment, we were all like under suspicions, and he was going through console, and that's when our double agent was banned because he was seen doing all this other stuff. And all the other admins, I had to speak up on their behalf to make sure that we all weren't banned. And everything just went straight into chaos. As you've seen in the previous clip, in the Discord clip, everything just went into straight chaos. And no, I think there's only like two people besides me online at this time. Well, there we go. One person besides me, and he was just kind of doing his thing, playing. Uh, you know, we just were preparing things. I sent a message. Oh, I don't think I sent a message yet. I think I sent it after we found out that command blocks weren't enabled. So we had him go and enable command blocks, and then 'cause I was going to do it like right there, but that's not a good enough spot. Uh, as my teammate was yelling at me for. Uh, yeah, he just didn't really like that spot. So we went flying out, and after the final clip, I went back and changed it to spawn. So it's same area, just in spawn because with the chunks not being loaded, the command blocks wouldn't be walking. And now that spawn that spawn, the command blocks are being loaded 24/7, making it well you'll see. I don't want to spoil too much of the fun. But I'll probably already have a small clip of it in the beginning, but yeah, so I flew out quite a bit of ways away, just to try and make sure that, I wasn't going to get found or anything, because I didn't know how much time I had for this. Because we were all under heavy suspicions. I'm already in creative mode. I'm already doing sketchy stuff, uh, which got the double agent packed up because he was doing stuff like this, except he also was enchanting weapons and tools for the owner, because the owner was yelling at him to give him stuff, and he was using the double agent logs. So he took a picture of all the logs from the double agent, posted it in the Discord, and said that he was banned, and then goes on the gloat that he's being the good server owner. So he pretty much set up my friend, which was quite, quite scummy of him to do. And so yeah, once my friend was banned, we kept bringing him back to destroy the Discord server while I destroyed the actual server. We found out that command blocks were disabled, so I sent the owner a message saying that I could go and enable Vulcan to have X-raying and to ban people when cheating, and that I'm here to, help the server evolve and grow stronger and stuff. Obviously, all lies, because I was done with his admin abusing self. He was abusing his admin powers. He was abusing us. He was very mean to all of us, forcing us to do everything and nothing for himself. There's countless things that he was doing that really pushed us over the edge, and even since season one, within a day, we all were already done with him and the solver. So, you know, coming back about a week later, uh, for season two, which has been the past few clips, we just got tired of it. My friend joined, to kind of just check things out to see how things were going to go. Uh, some more people started joining once some of the chaos in Discord was cleared up because our friend was banned and we weren't able to unban him. And I was making sure that everything was going to go good, because if I started it right then and there, it was not going to be good. It would have ruined everything. So we did kill everyone and restart the server, so it will be in a constant restarting state, and if they somehow fix the restart, then everyone's going to be dying and vice versa. So we just kind of set it up there. My friend was telling me that it needs to be straight with everything, so things could, walk, I guess. I don't know what he wanted me to do there, but yeah. So this was the end. And this is how we ended it, was with a big bang, if you will. Uh, my friend wanted to place a button, but I didn't want him to have the last laugh. So everything shut down, and that was the end of it. That was the end of the admin abusing Solva. And it was shut down for like probably 20 minutes before it fixed itself because those chunks weren't being loaded. And then we went back and fixed it uh, earlier today. But yeah, I know I'm probably going to get some backlash, but I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I know it's not really edited well, but I just kind of wanted to get this out for the next season or video I have planned. I plan on doing it way better. We plan on having a lot more different things on the solver, and it's going to be our own solver. So we're not going to be abusing it. We're not going to be doing this. We're not going to be doing that. Pretty much everything that everyone hated, we're not going to be doing. So hopefully everything goes way better, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video. And to see something kind of like this, I mean, not really exposing video, but more or less just something that would be more like the lifesteal SMP or something like that. You could see more lifesteal content is what I'm trying to say in the future. So I thank everyone for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.